people learn to live more deeply, they will not lose themselves. There are words that are very short, yet they can make a person think for a very long time. There are sayings that sound simple at first, but if we truly listen, we can find within them an entire lesson about life. Modern life makes people run very fast. We run after money. We run after success. We run after recognition. We run after the things other people tell us are important. And then one day, when we stand before a certain loss, we suddenly realize, not everything can be bought back with money. Not every person can be kept with words. Not every opportunity will return. And not every life is long enough for us to keep living unconsciously. These teachings remind us to return to what matters most. To live with contentment, to live with kindness, to live with wisdom, to respect nature, and to live in such a way that when we leave this world, we do not regret having wasted our life. Here are the 5 most important lessons. 1. Do not trade nature and life for money. When green forests exist only in memory, when clear rivers turn into muddy water, only then does humanity bow its head and realize, gold and silver do not grow into food and clothing. This is not only a saying about the environment, it is a warning about human greed. Money can buy many things. Money can buy houses, cars, clothes, food from supermarkets, comforts that make life easier. But money cannot create a primeval forest once human hands have destroyed it. Money cannot clean a river if greed has poisoned it for too long. Money cannot bring back a species that has disappeared forever. Money cannot buy back fresh air if we ourselves have polluted it. We often think nature is something outside of us. The forest is out there. The river is out there. The ocean is out there. The land is out there. But in truth, nature is not outside of us. Nature is what keeps us alive. Every breath we take comes from the trees. Every sip of water we drink comes from the earth and sky. Every grain of rice, every vegetable, every fish is a gift from nature. If nature is wounded, human beings cannot remain whole. A person may be wealthy in the bank, but if they live in toxic air, with polluted water and unsafe food, what meaning does that wealth really have? A society may build many tall buildings, but if children can no longer see a clear blue sky, no longer hear birds singing, no longer run across clean earth, is that development truly progress? Nature does not ask us to worship it. Nature only asks us to respect it. Take only what you need. Do not take out of greed. Do not take through destruction. Do not take as if this earth belongs only to you. We do not own the land. We are only living by the grace of the land. We do not own the rivers and streams. We are only allowed to drink from them. We do not own this world forever. We are only borrowing it from the generations who will come after us. 2. Live with wisdom. Speak less, listen more, judge more slowly. There is a very profound saying, listen or your tongue will make you deaf. Human beings often want to speak more than they want to listen. We want to prove that we are right. We want others to understand us. We want our opinions to be recognized. We want our words to carry weight. But the more quickly we speak, the more easily we miss what truly matters. A person who does not know how to listen will only hear the sound of their own voice. And when someone only hears themselves, it becomes very difficult for them to learn anything new. Listening is not simply staying silent on the outside. Listening means truly placing your mind and heart with the person in front of you. It means hearing what they say, and also what they do not say, hearing the emotion behind their words, hearing the pain beneath their anger, hearing the insecurity behind their strong reactions. A wise person does not rush to judge. They understand that every person has a story behind them. Someone who is quick-tempered may have carried too much pressure for too long. Someone who seems cold may have once been deeply hurt. Someone who speaks very little may be carrying pain they do not know how to share. Someone who has failed may have tried harder than anyone else can see. That is why people say, do not judge another person until you have walked in their shoes. We often judge others by what we can see, but what we see is only the surface. We see someone silent, but we do not see how tired they are. We see someone fail, but we do not see how many times they tried. We see someone leave, but we do not see how long they endured before they decided to let go. We see someone change, but we do not see what happened to them that made it impossible to remain the same. Judging is easy, understanding is difficult, and it is understanding that creates wisdom. Knowledge helps us know more, but wisdom helps us live rightly. Knowledge can make us smarter, but wisdom makes us more humble. A person with knowledge may win an argument, but a person with wisdom knows that not every argument needs to be won. A person with knowledge may speak beautifully, but a person with wisdom knows when to be silent. A person with knowledge may point out the faults of others, but a person with wisdom knows to look back at themselves first. In life, speaking more does not always mean strength. Sometimes being silent at the right moment is the real strength. Reacting immediately does not always mean courage. Sometimes knowing how to pause, breathe, and observe is maturity. Truth does not need too many words. A truly deep person does not need to prove too much. They live through their actions. They let their character speak. They let time answer. So learn to speak a little less, listen a little more, judge a little more slowly, and understand a little more deeply. Because when the mouth becomes quiet, the heart has a chance to hear. And when arrogance settles down, wisdom can enter. 3. Life is short, so treasure the present and live for what truly matters. What is life? It is like the light of a firefly in the night. It glows for a moment, then disappears into the dark. It is like the breath of a wild buffalo in winter. It appears in the cold air, then vanishes quickly. It is like a small shadow running across the grass, then fading into the sunset. These images remind us that human life is truly very short. We keep thinking we still have plenty of time, plenty of days to love, plenty of chances to apologize, plenty of opportunities to begin again, plenty of years to live according to what we truly want. But the truth is, no one knows how many days they have left. Some meetings that seem ordinary turn out to be the last. Some words left unsaid become regrets forever. Some people who are with us today may tomorrow exist only in memory. So do not let yesterday consume too much of today. The past has already passed. No matter how much you regret, you cannot return and live that old day again. The future has not yet arrived. No matter how much you worry, you cannot control everything. What you truly have is the present. This breath, this day, this opportunity, this person standing before you. This choice you can make right now. The shortness of life is not meant to frighten us. It is meant to remind us to live more deeply, to slow down a little, to look at the sky a little more, to listen to our loved ones a little more, to appreciate an ordinary meal a little more, to be grateful for peaceful days a little more. There are things we only understand as precious after we have lost them. An ordinary state of health is a gift. A peaceful home is a gift. A person who is still there to listen to you is a gift. A morning when you wake up and can begin again is a gift. Because in the end, a human life is not measured by how much we have. It is measured by how deeply we have lived. These teachings are not meant to turn us into perfect people. No one is perfect. We all have moments of weakness, moments of anger, moments of greed, moments of judgment, moments when we forget to be grateful, moments when we chase things that do not truly matter. But what matters is whether we are awake enough to notice. Do we realize when we are living too fast? Do we notice what darkness we are feeding inside? Do we realize that we have spoken too much and listened too little? Do we understand that nature is not something to be exploited endlessly? Do we remember that human life is too short to be wasted in hatred, greed, and emptiness? Once we realize these things, we can still change. We can begin by living more slowly, begin by being more grateful, begin by listening before judging, begin by being kind in the smallest things, begin by not taking more than we need, begin by nourishing the goodness inside us every day. Life is as short as the light of a firefly in the night. But if we live rightly, even that small light can soften a corner of darkness. So live more gently with nature, more kindly with people, more honestly with yourself, and more deeply with every day you are still allowed to live. Because after everything, the The most important thing is not how much you have gained. It is who you have become on this brief journey. If these words touched you, save this video and come back to it whenever you need to hear them again. And I will see you in the next video.